Okay. Hi, it's Atti. We're playing Ooblets, and it's a quiet, rainy night, and I am gonna have a dance battle with these guys. This is my first dance battle since I did a lot of work to try and fix my audio sound balance issues, because the battles are way louder than the rest of everything. I'm hoping that dance battles take place in a different time zone that doesn't factor into whether I'll be groggy tomorrow. We're gonna dance with my real guys. It's those are my favorites, and I can choose one more. So we're gonna say the Clicky Claws, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully, the sound is a lot louder in a dance battle, but hopefully the sound balance will be okay. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the mic just in case, but I'm hoping that you can hear me just fine. Because I don't really want to cut out every single dance battle. I'll probably cut out some, because they're kind of all the same as each other. Anyways, let's see. What we got? Gain a hype. May as well use this right away. So I was thinking about these dance battles, and I really like the trading card aspect of it. I really like how different it feels from Pokemon and how much depth it feels like there could be to the strategy system. But at the same time, there's no points to steal yet. May as well do this, and yeah. At the same time, I'm realizing that if I were to have a complaint about it, I would say it's just that I don't feel a particular individuality, you know? Like, I never get a sense for who's doing what, because my team has a whole turn together. Individuals don't have a turn. So I'm never really paying attention. I'm paying attention to the cards. I'm not paying attention to my creatures or what any individual's doing. When I do something good, I feel like it's because of the card, not because of one of my pets doing something for me, you know? So I don't feel like I'm gaining the bond with these creatures that I would in, say, a Pokemon game, where, like, when the Pokemon makes a move that helps me, it makes me feel closer to that Pokemon. This isn't really doing that for me. It's just making me feel like I've, as a player, done something right. Played my cards right, and my cards come sort of abstractly from my creatures, but I don't see my creatures' faces. I don't see. I guess I can see that these moves are coming from certain guys in most cases, but let's see what I want to do here. Why would I do this? It costs 2 to do the same thing. Definitely gonna prioritize that. Stun target for 1 turn, add trepidation, stun target for 2 turns. Well, I actually do prefer gaining hype, especially if they do the, what's the thing? I don't know what it is when they make you nervous. It's like the opposite of hype. I can't remember what it's called now. It's been a while since I did battle. It's interesting. There's not a lot of battles happening in this game. They're not too common, I feel like. And that's the other thing. I feel like the justification for battles in this game is interesting. It's definitely, I'm not dissatisfied. I can accept it for sure. But it also feels like kind of the existence for Ooblets the existence of Ooblets is justified by the fact that they're cute and I like them. But other than using that one machine on my farm, the thing that they're practical gameplay-wise use for, which shouldn't be the main thing that matters. The fact that they're cute is enough, don't get me wrong. This is 0 points, so I'm just gonna do it. Is to have these dance battles, their functionality is to have these dance battles in order to, mostly it seems like, clear Ooblets out. So it's interesting from a lore perspective, because basically it's the implication is that Ooblets are a problem. They're mainly a pest, and the way to get rid of them is to make other Ooblets dance battle with them. Which, I don't know, I guess is actually basically what Pokemon's doing too. Oh, this is my favorite move. But I don't know what to do with it. This will add moves to my hand this turn, right? Doing too much stunning, but I don't really want to do. Yeah, it does add stuff. So, and then I'll have 2 left over, or 3 left over to do something else with. Ooh, and I can gain another beat. This is good. I think I did that in the right order. So yeah, it's I feel like these battles are fun. I'm doing the right thing. I'm getting to have a little bit of light strategy that I'm thinking about, and that's fun. But, you know, it doesn't feel like it has that much to do with the Ooblets at the end of the day. It doesn't make me feel connected to the guys that I collected as opposed to creatures I didn't collect, you know. May as well do this one. Man, that poor guy, the Oogum, is never going to get to move at all. I wonder if there's another creature called a Boogum. We can have the Oogum Boogum song when we dance. Okay, and a new turn already. Man, the points are moving up slow in this game because I've got all these status moves instead. Stun target for 2 turns. Who cares? I want that repeat move. The play a move twice move is like really the only status move that I'm really like. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think the hype will make. Well, let's see. Let's test this out. This move steals 6 points. If I add another hype, will it now steal 7? It does. Sweet. Take that. Power move. Oh, this is 0. May as well. So yeah, those aren't necessarily criticisms of the battle system or the game. They're just my current thoughts based on the battles. I'm really interested to see if there's like more stuff you can end up doing with your Ooblets that like increase their functionality. Though again, just being able to dress them up is great. Although I feel like if that's the main appeal, if the main point of having them in the game is to like have them be cute and dress them up and have them follow you around, I'd like it if there was even more like virtual pet. Wow, 0 points to gain. Like 0 to gain 5. Oh, that's because I have 4 hype. It would normally just be 1 point. Sweet. Play the next move twice. Definitely gonna do that. It's just a matter of what I want to do next. Steal 9 points. I mean, can I do that if they have less than double that? What'll happen? I guess I'm gonna click on that because I'm curious, even though this would technically be like the most bang for my buck. I'm really curious about this. Steal 9 points. Will I get 9 points? So I have 23 now. Will it get me... Ah, man, that's math. 32, I think, is what the answer to that is. Or will it only get me 15 more, because that's the maximum they have to steal? Wait, 9. It's not stealing 9 points, it's stealing 18. Right, sorry, I'm confused. So stealing 18, does it steal 18? I was at 23. 18 would be, oh man, math. I was at 23 and it should have gone up 18, which it didn't, did it? 23 would have been 43 minus 2, so it would have been 41. Yeah, it didn't. It only stole 15 because that's the maximum they had, so I actually didn't get the biggest bang for that card. I didn't even get the 9... I didn't even get the 18 points that card promises because they didn't have that many points. Oh well, it was good to find that out. Yep, and I win. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm doing a lot of strategy that I don't necessarily need to do. Like, if I just kind of clicked random cards and didn't think about it so much, I could probably win anyways, but I'm imagining, hopefully, they've built this game so that by the end of things, I still am actually... Like the ability to strategize will actually come in handy. I'm hoping that's the case. Yes, I will get a seed from Oobian. They're all gray, I guess because it's raining. Oh no, because it's nighttime? I like the shape of the Oogum seed. Alright, now to see if that actually made time pass or if dance battles take place in a timeless void. It looks like it didn't make time pass. I think that's about where we were when the battle started, so that's cool. Dance battles take place in a timeless void, which really makes sense, I think. Seeing as, like, otherwise what? You could pass days and days and days just by not taking your turns in time? Be hilarious. Why is the lamp outside of my house not turned on? It's nighttime, right? Is it just because it's raining? I did a lot today. Look at that. I leveled up. Open a Frunbuns clubhouse, open a Peak Snubs clubhouse, open a Moss Sprouts clubhouse. Don't they have all of those? And those aren't even my club. Why would I bother with that, honestly? I thought they already had those. I thought those were what those locked houses were. Are those locked houses just like houses that nobody can access and there's nothing inside of them, and the club leaders just hang out outside of them pining, wishing they could squat in them. Oh man. Oh, I've got crumberries. I will give that to the creepy old lady in the seed shop right away. Hello. And I have some... I don't have lapala flowers. I have... What are these? Fluty flowers. A fluffy ball. For some reason, I think in the last video I called these lapala flowers. I was confused. Fluffy ball with bitter flesh. Inedible unless you cook and sweeten it to create fluty carioca. What is that? Carioca, I should know because I named one of my creatures. I named one of my Dumburbs Carioca. Or carioca. I was naming it after the parrot from the Three Caballeros, though, so I wasn't really thinking about what it means, and I actually have to admit I don't know. I'm moving a thing I have up here, and then putting that down here. And then I am moving my mouse to it, and she's so creepy. Giving it to her. How sweet of you. And then I'll just talk. When you want to sell your produce, I'll be happy to buy it at my shop. My favorite sprout. I have a friendship sticker and a small token of my appreciation. Practical hat for all occasions. Do I get that hair color? A bit of paper with some recipes on it. That's my 4th recipe piece, yes? Yes, it is. Thank God I can get rid of this slot. Mamunia macaroon. I'm really curious what Mamunia is. I'm getting like... Okay, when I hear Mamunia, I'm picturing a desert. And I don't have any particular reason for that, except that I can't remember, but I feel like the desert land in Ni no Kuni sounded really similar to that. Hold on. There's too many things I want to look up right now. I'm going to stop, and I'll edit out the pause later. And I'm going to go use my phone to look up some stuff. Okay, so carioca just means basically anything related to Rio de Janeiro, apparently. That is why the parrot is named Carioca, is because he's from Rio de Janeiro. So that makes sense. And then, so I also looked this up. And the reason that Mamunia is making me think of a desert land is because Al Mamun is the name of the desert in Ni no Kuni. So I was spot on remembering that. I thought that my reasoning for that had something to do with Ni no Kuni, and I was right. So I'm interested now to see if Mamunia is in fact a desert here, because if it is, maybe it's a reference to Ni no Kuni, which I feel like there's been some Ni no Kuni references in here. There's a few of the Ooblets that definitely look like Ni no Kuni monsters to me, or familiars. Open a Mosspress Clubhouse. The local Mosspress Club could use this spot for Clubhouse. I swear they already were, seeing as they have a gigantic flag right out front. Like, how are they not already using this as a clubhouse? Outgood wanted to set this treehouse up as the Mosspress Clubhouse herself, so you shouldn't have to do anything. Okay, so no, I will need some help. I just tried putting up some fairy lights and half the roof collapsed. What can we do to help? I'll probably need a bunch of planklets and clothlets and some snacks. Okay, I have a slight, I mean, it's like a real nitpicky thing, but I feel like if I were designing this game, I would have like not put the flags for the clubs up on the clubhouses until after they were the clubhouses, because right now what they're implying is that these houses were just abandoned spaces that happened to have the flags of the clubs in front of them, and then unrelated to the flags being in front of them, the clubs decided, oh, we want to be here, which is so strange to me. I think I would have just made it so that like the flags would go up once we finish turning it into the clubhouse. Other than that, it would just be this like empty building that was like, whoa, why is this building here? Why is it like this? And then they'd be like, we want to turn it into the clubhouse, and then we would do so, and then their signs would appear out front. Local Front Buns Clubhouse, yes. Whoa, suddenly it's way zoomed out. I can see out in the distance. Are we on a little island then? Isn't this a cute little building? Tinstel said I can turn it into a Front Buns Clubhouse, but it needs a lot of work inside. See, now this implies that, like, I can understand why there would be the sign out front, because she's like, this was already kind of designated for me, but I actually don't remember seeing the Front Buns logo outside of this, so maybe this is... I'm confused. Do you think you could help me get some of the fiddly bits and bobs I still need to finish it up? What do you need? We'll need a lot of fabric, some shells to extract some dyes from, and some snacks. I like that they all have different like priorities. They all have different ideas of what would make their clubhouse look nice. Yeah, there isn't a sign for this one. Wait, what's this?
Look.
This is where the Peak Snubs clubhouse is? Whoa. Okay. And is this their logo? I can't remember.
Me?
Basil lives here all alone, and I've been thinking about asking him if he could also use the mansion as the Peak Snubs clubhouse. Okay, so this is explainable too, because maybe he's, this is his club. He puts the flags out front because he lives there. There's an association there. There's plenty of space for the club, and I think he could use the company. He's also the local Peak Snubs club leader, so I'm sure he'll be up for it. Here he comes out of his rich house. Will you paparazzos ever leave me alone to live my life? Hi, Basil. We're here to ask if you could use your mansion at the Peak Snubs clubhouse. Well, I suppose it is a bad look that we don't have a local clubhouse. Sure, why not? I'll even cut you a deal on the rent. You're charging the town rent? It's for your clubhouse. You clearly want it too for some reason, so I'm just following market forces by charging you. I hate this guy. Here's a lockbox I was carrying around that you can put the gummies in as you scrounge them together. I'll leave it out here. Does he just want gummies? He literally just wants me to pay him. That's kind of a good one. Yeah, so I can accept these ones, I guess, because this one didn't have a flag out front, so my complaint doesn't even stand. And this one, even though I feel like this one could have had a flag and I wouldn't have been as weirded out by it, this one, it's his house, so that makes sense. The abandoned treehouse, though, it's weird that they had their flag out front before they'd even thought about having it as a clubhouse, and it's really weird that the Minpin sign was above the cellar door to the town hall, and then they were like, I wonder if we should have the Minpin's club here. I'm like, well, then why did you have your sign here if you hadn't already established that was going to happen? So to me, that seems like a weird choice. I have a theory. I feel like the first time that I played this game, this character was bouncing 1 ball. And then eventually when they did the second update, they were bouncing 2, and now they're bouncing 3. I have a theory that they're adding a ball to this person's bouncing pile every time they do an update. That is what I'm imagining, and I'm wondering if anybody else is talking about that, or if I'm completely missing something. Nothing really to reconstitute here. Okay, I guess I'll start working on missions, and actually, maybe I'll prioritize the balloon next time that I have a video, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.